I'm Chloe Bancroft, and I'm here to talk to you guys about whether zoos should be considered humane or not. So first I'm going to start off with a question. How many people in here love going to zoos as a kid or even love going to zoos now? Show of hands. That's what I thought. Well, not to burst your guys' bubble, but animals in zoos are kept in places that are much different than their natural habitats, and zoos do not properly educate their guests about proper land and animal conservation. So my first point is no freedom, no privacy. They say that animals in zoos are happy because they're protected from threats which animals would normally have to face in the wild. These are things like being hunted, parasites, things that anyone would have to worry about in the wild. However, I say that animals in zoos are taken from their natural habitats and put in small areas with no privacy or freedom. So this is a really long quote by Linda Caloff and Randy Malinwood. I won't read the whole thing to you guys, but I'll paraphrase it. So pretty much they talk about how humans get to go to zoos, and they get to go to the elephant enclosure, they get to go to the tiger enclosure, then they get to head over to the bathroom, then they get to go to the Chick-fil-A, and then we get to leave whenever we want. However, the animals in the zoos, they're stuck in their cages, and they can't leave. Ever. They're stuck there forever. And that's just something that people don't typically think about when they're in a zoo. This is a short video that I will play for you guys, so that kind of demonstrates that.
You probably need to go to the computer and do the
MJF?
Yes,
They don't even have a mascot.
it's kind of the point.
How do I get back to
just close that window up there. There you go.
Alright, now I'm going to leave you guys with some food for thought. So think about it this way. We couldn't wait to get to college. A lot of people call it their homes or their high school's jail. But finally now we move on to college, and now we have our own freedom and our own privacy. However, animals in zoos experience the exact opposite. They had their freedom just to have it taken away from them to be put in a zoo. And now on to my next point, education or entertainment. Many people say that without zoos, people would not get the chance to see exotic animals. However, I say that zoos are just used as a form of entertainment to make money. They don't make sure that their guests leave educated, they make sure you leave with empty pockets. And now this is a quote by Dr. John W. Grandy, which he states, "We should not confuse enjoyment of snow cones and popcorn with an enlightening educational experience for either children or adults, particularly if what is being claimed is an ecological education that teaches the value of ecosystems." And now my next point is animal research. They say that advocates believe that zoos are necessary to conduct animal research which helps benefit us and animals. However, I say that zoos claim to be conducting this research. However, they do not teach the public about it and only demonstrate inhumane treatment and conditions. And now this is another quote by Dr. John W. Grandy, which I'll paraphrase for you guys. He talks about how people go and the zoos try to teach you about conservation efforts and stuff. However, how can they claim to be teaching you anything when all you see is animals stuck in a small environment with no privacy or freedom? They tell you one thing, however they show another thing. And now my conclusion, animals in zoos are stripped from their freedoms and given no privacy, and zoos do not properly educate their guests about proper land and animal conservation. So when thinking of something fun to do one day, think twice about going to the zoo. Instead, try going to an animal sanctuary where you can see and learn about animals in a more beneficial way. And here are my